You see how beautiful is to look in the wisdom of resistance, and there is always wisdom in resistance. And it's so important not to confuse what resistance communicates and to listen the right voice there. Because yes, there is resistance when we stretch ourselves to do new things we never done. And there will always be fear because we're doing something new we've never done. And then it's stressful for our nervous system. It's, it's danger. But there is difference when it feels like, oh, I'm scared, but I'm also excited to do it. Like, I'm afraid, but all my body is open. It's almost like moving towards that. I know I need to do that. I know, like there's a part of also excitement and thrill and kind of curiosity. What would happen if I do it? There is this part, and that's the capacity edge part. But if resistant feels like, yes, I have to push myself, but my body is contracting really deeply and goes out of my window of tolerance, and then it's more acting from the fear. Like I have to push because if I don't do it, I lose something. That's the language of fear. It's like fear always shows us like focuses on what we're going to lose instead what we're going to gain. And I love what you just named here. Actually, the voice is, I want to do it, but I want to do it in my own pace, in my own way. So, and the fear is if I don't do it, I will not commit it enough. I'm not devoted enough. So when I feel all this information, all these situations inviting you to literally commit to yourself more, to belong to yourself more, belong to what you stand for, belong to the life you want to create more. So it's more initiation of like claiming it more. So it doesn't have to mean that you have to do this way. And I love what you just shared there about it and your colleague. But it's take it as an invitation, but I really desire and I will make that happen. But it doesn't have to be now and tomorrow. It's for our ego. In a way, we look at it as a failure. If you don't do it now, that would be failure for the ego game. Like, oh, I failed now. But we're not belonging to our ego. We're belonging to our vision of ourselves, our life, or our desires. And we have to look what our vision wants to do, where it wants to go. Our bigger version of ourselves, like that desired way of ourselves, our life wants to do and to go instead of our ego. And for ego, this is the failure if it doesn't happen right away. Like it doesn't happen on the timeline our ego wants. But vision part is a long-term game. Vision part is just like this situation, if you zoom out on a bigger picture, is just a stepping stone crafting where you want to go. So look into that. Like look, what would be the most loving decision for myself? What would be the most aligned? What my vision wants to do? Like what is the most desired version of myself that I want to build and craft would do or want to do. So like a little bit zoom out from this like very pressured time. Anything when it comes to pressure, I learned hard way, anything that where you feel you pressured, it's not the right energy. So yeah, I hope it's helpful, and it's very deep stuff as well. I love, guys, what you're going through, and keep us posted what comes up.